And we're live.
Splendid.
Whee! Yay, we're here.
Can I
It's
stop now?
lunchtime. Oh, we just run straight from one show to the next show.
Pushing
Super exhausted.
luncheon, carrying bags and bags of supplements
Oh,
out of the
man.
way.
So many games.
I'm totally up for
Well,
that Peppa Pig roleplay, though, I have to say.
That sounded really good. I find Peppa Pig quite scary as an adult. So any way to make it less frightening and less like it's
With all the
horrible.
people like Wenna Banks and John Sparks and so on doing the voices, just an absolutely real. Awful.
I think it's good. Yes, you happily reminded me of a bunch of the game books I used to have as a kid that I'd forgotten about entirely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Nightmare Castle and stuff. They're all. Ooh, I've never had the Sonic ones, but I have heard much about them.
Oh, they're very
Yeah,
good. Those two by James Wallace were particularly good, and the two by Mark Gascoigne and Jonathan Green are. The ones I always regret are these Robin of Sherwood ones. There's plans to do a whole bunch of them, and this all based on the TV show Robin of Sherwood.
Oh yeah, the Hooded Man.
Jang Jang. And I was busy doing stuff, so three of us got to write them, but the first two came out, and my one never got behind further than the plotting thing. So, but the first two were very good. By Graham Staplehurst and Paul Mason, respectively.
Sounds fun.
It's amazing how many game books there were, and if you look on, there are various game book wiki type sites, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, in all shapes and forms. The guys at I want to say Macmillan did some that came with dice with symbols on it. A brilliant asterisk one.
That's familiar.
A couple of famous 5 ones, and 3 or 4 others in that series. And they came with little code sheets, little plastic maps, and all, and fold out things, and all sorts.
I don't know if we've still got any of them. It's something that I enjoyed as a kid, along with the Choose Your Own Adventure stuff, but then forgot about for 2 decades or so until someone reminded me of them that they ever existed. Peculiar.
Choose Your Own Adventure themed board games in Z-Man's catalogue.
Yeah, I saw those. I was tempted to pick some up.
More American, though. Plenty of folks over here pick.
I still remember there was a Transformers Choose Your Own Adventure story that I quite liked, but I think you just died no matter what happened, which was kind of bleak for a children's story. That's a quality electronic noise.
I never remember whether it was Neil Gaiman or Kim Newman or Dave Langford who wrote one, but the pornographic ones. That,
oh dear.
The same, whichever grown-ups magazine that they used to write sci-fi book reviews for, then had some you can get laid kind of choose your own adventure.
Like Leisure Suit Larry, the video game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Surrounded by naked ladies, of course.
Felt terribly naughty playing that on an Amiga at the age of 13. Very silly.
Still be feeling rather naughty playing it these days on a crappy browser emulator. But,
I think so, yeah. Sort of tempted. I'm not sure how far we got. I don't think we ever got any further than buying lubbers, as they bafflingly refer to prophylactics. That was a mission in itself. Such a strange game. Anyway, what are we doing here today? We're just saying hi.
We're gathering just to catch up and say hello, and then I think in an hour or so, or 50 minutes, you guys are going to try and run some games and stuff as well.
Yes, so yeah, it's just a catch up, a chat, a woo, UK Games Expo. Also, we have an exciting reveal.
Have you been to sleep yet, Anjali?
No.
You seem horrifically wired.
I made a massive thing of coffee this morning. It was like, I need it.
I've been awake for a little over an hour.
I got up at 7. I was like, there's so much to do.
Did you stay up late attending seminars, playing games last night, or you just?
I stayed up for a little bit, just having a look at what was going on, but I didn't actually play anything. And then I was like, I'm going to go to bed. But then I couldn't, so I just read for hours, and then, I got up at 7. Ready for the day.
Yeah, that's hard.
Because it's normally what I would be doing at UK Games Expo anyway, except I'd stay up till like 2 o'clock in the morning playing games in the Hilton bar, and then get up again at 6, make my way down to the stands and get things ready. It's my favourite thing to do.
Next year we'll be able to do that in person with a bit of luck.
Yeah.
Oh, I really hope so.
Thursday preview day as well, which would be nice. Cool.
Well, we were booked in for loads of stuff, weren't we, in May, and it was all sad.
Yes, it was a shame. Yeah, so the preview stuff, and then a full weekend running a lovely stand, talking to all the lovely people, doing lots of seminars and shows and tells, running some games, buying loads of stuff, and missing the spending, I have to say. As I was saying earlier, part of my thing, I'm saving up some cash just to hop on Chaos or Zatu or somewhere and just buy a bunch of new things. So I'm missing out by not buying stuff. Not that...
I'm missing out on the going to stands and being like, don't you know who I am? Give me something. And then getting lots of things for it.
Well, that's nice. I did get a bunch of limited edition cards from Mysterium and some other bits and pieces last year from the Asmodee stand, since we were all kind of pally. That was rather nice. I think my friend John's doing a load of Asmodee game demos today on the Games Expo. So you should join them for lots of those things. He's demonstrating Pandemic amongst some other things, which is kind of cool. So hopefully there'll be lots of people to play
Pandemic right now.
Ideal. That's right. Yes. How are you, Lottie?
I thought I'm still doing the fixed face thing that we came in on 10 minutes ago.
I'm alive. I've done very exciting things this morning. I went to Tesco and that was about it.
You only got the 1,000-yard stare. Spot a person not wearing a mask from 700 paces. Someone in the shop not protecting us.
That's what my other half referred to as a dickhead parade for quite a long time during the early months of lockdown. People not being sensible outside Tesco. It was cool.
Indeed. Right, so we're doing an announcement.
So are we doing it now or when we can do it now if you like?
We could do it, or I can put a quick tweet out saying get your butts to Facebook to hear our super sweet announcement.
Oh, I like that idea.
That's what I'm going to do.
Demand things of people. That's good, because I brought some nice books outside with me.
Oh, good. Ooh,
nice one. I'll show you that one, Mark.
Is that the Blanche? Yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. This one. It's a very rare art book that my mum very kindly bought me for my birthday after I was looking at it on eBay going, I can't afford this. It's really nice. It's full of beautiful things. It's crazy colours. Pascal Blanchet is amazing. He's brought another art book out now as well.
And a wonderful Twitter feed. He does a lot of dues paying by covering other artists as well, talking about where his influences come from. Very Frazetta-esque mix. Frazetta meets Chris Foss somehow mashed up. Some of those.
The other giant book I have here, lovely book of Chris Foss spaceships, which are also gorgeous.
And this is how we've run our whole pandemic. Oh, let me show you this book. Let me show you that book. Hurrah!
That's true. That is very much our Friday cover art meetings, isn't it? look at a pretty thing.
Just look at this. Oh, that's pretty.
Well, we got put back by months, didn't we? What were we going to do? We've got scary faces, but really quite cool ones. This one has less of the spaceship stuff in it, but the new one coming out, I think, has a lot more of that. I'm quite excited about it. Also excited about returning to buying lots of art books, which I used to do a lot as a teenager. I went and found my Josh Kirby art book when I was back home a little while ago. That's full of beautiful things, not just the Terry Pratchett book covers, but so many other things. Yeah. Lots of horror book covers that I'd never realised and I've forgotten about. It's cool. It's the Garden of Earthly Delights, which is obviously a nice take on the Erasmus Bosch.
I got this one at Dragon Meet last year, and I really like this one. It's got really cute pictures of like monsters from D&D and things.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. But yeah, it's really like sweet.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, we picked up the Brian Froud Goblins books a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
and they're very, very cute. Oh, yes, you do, don't you?
I found them in an Oxfam for like £40 for the Goblins one and the World of the Dark Crystal. I was like,
that's outrageous.
I know. I was like, yep, taking them. Like they literally just put them in the window as I was walking past, and I was like, yes, take them back out of that window. To me.
If you keep your eyes open, you can find some amazing art books. A lot of the Dragon's Dream Paper Tiger stuff, particularly from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, for just a couple of quid. I was out yesterday and bought two things for I think Princely Sum was £6 for the pair. They also had a Victorian font book. You know, I've got the most amazing horizontal 1890 whatever version. Then there's 2 of them in the set. I saw the other one, but it was 50 quid, and it was in such a shocking condition that I didn't buy it, and he wouldn't take 30. So it sits there in Belgium waiting for me.
I like books like that.
Descends to Oxfam.
Yes, I'm tempted to have a wander around some of the charity shops in Beeston this afternoon, since we've not really been back in properly. And hopefully enough new cool stuff has arrived for us to leave with bags full of stuff.
I have to take my
Make
son
up
to
for not buying games,
shoes, which means going via all the Oxfam shops and so on, and bookshops on the way, and the other ones on the way back.
No, we need another trip out to Hucknall. Hunt for Tat. That would be splendid. I enjoy these missions.
It's fascinating how there aren't very many board games on the shelves of charity shops and thrift stores at the moment. I think a lot of them have been snapped up by folks.
I think so. I've had to resort to eBay to collect to return to gathering things like Lost Valley of the Dinosaurs, and I finally got my copy of Escape. Great, an Escape from Atlantis, and I had to buy the Dutch or German version in order to get it at a reasonable price for all the right accessories. Madness. So I'll have to buy an empty UK box at some point to put all the things in. This is getting far too complicated, but I want the right bits, so it feels like I'm 15 again. Have another Christmas game long play.
Yeah, I thought I'd found a copy of Maneater, the legendarily not very good but spectacular pieces. Escape from the Sharks game, where you each play a swimmer and you've got 2 detachable legs. So when the shark attacks you, you pop your leg off and it slows you down.
That seems a bit understated. It slows you down.
But there's only one shark, because in my expansion set, the moment you're bleeding, all the other sharks from all around are heading towards you.
Ripped apart by bull sharks.
It was signed by the developer, this copy, in an absolute mint condition, and the guy wanted so much money for it and wouldn't take an offer, even though it said all offers accepted. Perhaps I was taking the piss a bit, and annoyingly he sold it elsewhere.
What? Oh. You're troubling people again. Yeah, I've got. Do you remember the Jaws game that was a little bit like Buckaroo? You had to put your hand in to get stuff out. We had the crocodile version of that, and I've still got the giant plastic crocodile somewhere that falls forwards with its surprisingly sharp plastic teeth jamming into the back of your hand when it trips you up.
These things were not they were not very kind to children, particularly things shutting on your hands and so on. One of the nostalgia sites I follow on Twitter had a little feature on "I Want to Bite Your Finger," the vampire tooth game, which left 2 little bite marks with felt tip pens on your finger.
Oh, yeah.
To show that you'd lost. And of course, it's all very serious until a child loses a limb, of course, as their marketing line went. But
see, I like this set because
we don't live in these times anymore. And the worst, a little bit of mashed potato or crazy foam in your face from Pie Face or whatever. But
I'd forgotten about that vampire game. I played that when I was a kid. That's great. But a lot of them are really stressful. Like Buckaroo is a game of intense stress and anxiety, right? When this damn donkey's going to throw everything. Yeah, it is.
Just because it's got a Yeehaw Old Timer 49 on it, doesn't say it's not going to go off any moment and twang that massive cowboy hat in your eyeball.
IED, the board game, stressful and horrifying. I hope someone makes it.
Hurt Locker. Can you?
Oh no! It's just ball bearings. It's not going to be good. We've gone to a dark place, Anjali. I'm sorry.
That's what we would like in the 70s and 80s. Health and safety.
I haven't been awake enough for long enough to be sensible.
I'm not asking you to be sensible.
Between that and that Wicker Man set of fuzzy felt that no one else but me seems to remember, it was they were just different times.
I can imagine a Wicker Man game where you do have to burn the character in it, and it's like a mousetrap thing where you have to get the lip match to the bottom of the Wicker Man, or immolate someone. What's
Forbidden Space? Is it the third of the of Matt Leacock's Forbidden Desert, Forbidden Island? Is it Forbidden Space?
Yeah,
Forbidden Skies. Doing Forbidden Skies in a variant where you all have to gather to get the local policeman into the Wicker Man, that would fit that mechanic quite tremendously. We have to get all the streams of young maidens holding the daisy chains and then the fire and the matches to set off Edward Woodward's into a burning Wicker Man. That would be tremendous.
Yes, please. Well, send him a message. I think he's bound to be looking for an idea like that.
Yes,
it's something truly horrific. Well, someone might make it.
Well, it can't all be Peppa Pig roleplay, So.
I imagine most Peppa Pig roleplays played by adults would end quite horribly.
Yeah.
Especially Mrs. Rabbit. What a cow she is. For God's sake.
Oh
dear, she's gone over a cliff.
The only bit I remember from Peppa Pig is a picture one of my nieces showed me, which is Peppa Pig and her family eating sausages, which gave me lots of concerns.
Yep.
They were veggie.
Turkey.
Sure. It's a show that embraces cannibalism. That's great. What a wonderful message for children. It's okay to eat your peers. It's sensible too. You don't always have
them the porcine equivalent of mad cow disease. Which is why it's a fever dream in the mind of George or Grandpa or somebody.
God, you'd hope so. Some horribly stressful state.
Well, certainly poor George is, he's speaking in tongues with all his Anpar, Ig, and Inosaur nonsense.
This reminds me of George from the Rainbow. Hey,
George.
Disturbing even as a child.
Lottie's like, these are not my children's memories.
We can talk about My Little Pony. That's fine.
I didn't watch My Little Pony when I was a kid.
I've got
the movie on DVD, and it is amazing. Like the 1984 one, or whatever it was. So good.
Much like Never-Ending
I've
Stories.
even seen like a tiny clip of it, maybe.
It's like a purple sludge that comes down and takes over all of Ponyland. And you're like,
it's like
the dragon
everything.
It's so good.
I remember that and all the other great kids films that haven't necessarily aged well, but were great at the time.
I've got the Care Bears movie as well. Excellent. That's like one of my favorites.
That's Citizen Kane nonsense. Godfather box.
Absolutely. Does the Care Bears movie have in it as well, all the weird animals like the
Forest of
elephant
Feelings. Yeah, that's the Forest of Feelings. The Care Bear cousins.
Yes, that's it. My sister would be delighted. All I remember doing is setting light to some of them as a kid.
I had all the big the plastic ones that had all the little. Yeah, it was great.
So
I was going to say, in our old house, we had an abandoned hospital behind us that was just overgrown with trees and stuff and glass and all sorts of terrible things that it was okay to run around in the 80s. And we used to pretend that was the Forest of Feelings, and we'd all be a Care Bear or a Care Bear cousin.
It was an abandoned mental hospital, but instead of playing dark games, we turned it into a lovely happy Terabithia place full of talking teddy bears.
This explains so much, Anjali, that I've been wondering about.
Right.
But that sounds amazing. The only thing I with my sister's little cotton candy is French firecrackers that you used to be able to just buy freely in France, tiny little sticks of dynamite. Pony's tail out, replace it with a firecracker and set it off. It blows the head off in a perfect little smoke coiling arc. I'm sorry, Liz. It was really funny. I should regret it more than I do, but it was very good. Demolitions as a child were wonderful. We should all have more access to fire, I think.
I can't wait for someone to ask us a question to stop this nonsense. And actually, let's tell people the only way this nonsense is going to stop is by someone asking us a pointy question.
Yeah, otherwise it's going to be
keep on going.
Talks of killing My Little Ponies.
You could answer the question. You could answer the question we got yesterday, Mark, and wax lyrical for an hour.
What was
it? I can't remember. It's by Andrew, and I was meant to do a screenshot, and I didn't.
Damn it!
Thank goodness for that. If it was really important, I've no doubt Andrew would happily pop it on again, and we will.
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh God, he is watching us. There is someone there.
Yeah.
Just give us a topic, folks, and we will riff.
Well, yeah, it's very likely that we're going to have storms here very soon, since I'm dumbly outside. So I may get blown away at some point. Although I was out through all the rain this week, that was quite nice.
I think it would be a wonderful stunt if you could arrange to be struck by lightning halfway through the Twilight Imperium reveal.
I should get an umbrella and hold it outside, just in case.
The kite and
that kind of thing.
Nice.
Oh, that'd be.
Wow, bizarre electrical interference. That sounds like something starting to.
Yeah, well,
guys, I'm just going to fire up
could
my
well
crackers.
coming. I don't know if that's just me or if that's. Ooh. Oh, question again.
Andrew's remembered it.
Ah, good work. I'm going to stop my mic for a sec just to see if it does it. Maybe not me. That's all right.
Yeah, not me. I think it's coming over the system. But hopefully folks can bear with us. So, to what degree there's a difference in the process of world plot building with an open-ended consumer-driven plot via an author-driven plot?
Oh, that's an interesting question. That's something that I was interested and concerned when we started up the whole Aconite business.
Yeah.
You know, how much is going to be like, we want this storyline from the game to be presented in the book and to do, a book of the game. And it turned out not to quite be like that, did it? It was much more interesting.
The most ideal person to answer this is, I'm not going to shirk it, but it strikes me that, if Andrew particularly ever gets a chance to talk to Tim Pratt, who is the Twilight Imperium author, who's also worked with us at Angry Robot on his wonderful Long Stars series, the Axiom trilogy, and a bunch of other things, that he's ideally placed to do that. And what it strikes me, though, is that whatever you're writing in a world, there are rules, there are boundaries, there are forms and consistencies that you follow. The fact is, if you're working in someone else's world, someone else has created the broader outline of those. I talk about it with the gang sometimes, and particularly with Lotta, since we work on the books, as kind of the boundaries of the playground, the rules of play, much like a game as well. You can do certain things in a role-play game, you can't do other things. In the average game of D&D, you can't suddenly say, oh, I've got wings now, by the way, and I'm flying off to play with the Care Bears behind the mental hospital, the way that Andrew would run a game, or whatever. There has to be consistency in any fictional world, unless that inconsistency is built in. And it is the case in a totally creator-owned world that you can change the rules. You have more boundaries, of course, when it's other people's worlds. And this applies in everything from writing Star Wars and Batman to the more niche areas that we work in now. But it's also the case that all fiction has rules, so the consistency still has to be in place. But actually, I know from experience that there are some authors who don't get that. It does take a certain author sensibility and adaptiveness, and a certain mindset, I guess, to play with other people's toys. Because there are some authors, the older they are, the more set in their ways, actually, the more acclaimed they are, they'll come in and they will say things like, oh, I know your character does this. Well, actually, in my book, he gives all that up and goes and does something else. It's like, no, that doesn't work. The book, Batman can't give it all up and go and run a small tea shop in Cleethorpes, catering for the over 80s trend, unless
only Sherlock Holmes can do that.
Yeah, I'd say Sherlock Holmes will be keeping, but that's a silly. Doctor Who can probably get away with it. Oh, he's going to be working as a school teacher in 1914 in a obscure public school, and doesn't know he's the Doctor. Let's go. Let's see what that's for. But that's driving the needs of the plot. In the early days of not so much Black Library, but the Games Workshop fiction line that preceded Black Library, there were authors who didn't get published because that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to have the immortal emperor come back to life. They wanted to have space marines doing things that space marines didn't do. And it's often why people ask us, why don't you get a really famous author, a wonderful name, or another wonderful name to write some of these books? And the answer is sometimes that they can't do it. Alas, it's Angeli, I think.
Oh,
They're making a horrible noise. Do you just want to flip it on and off, Angeli? Yes.
It's you, dude.
I'm wondering if a quick off and on your Wi-Fi or something may help.
Oh, we can't hear you, Angela.
We can't now hear you either.
One.
Nope.
Yeah.
Wow,
doing
that's
this-
totally accurate. That's going to be great
Yep.
for games in half an hour. And here's the torrential rain. Look out for it any moment.
There we
Oh
go.
dear.
Oh,
That was
thank God she's gone. My goodness.
Oh, kill me.
So,
I think as well, like in terms of what you were saying, Mark, as well, is for us, we're not setting out to retell the stories exactly of the game. We treat them as a real world. So, for example, if we're going to take like Arkham or L5R, for example, we treat like Arkham as a real place that the game interprets in one way and that we are then going to interpret in another way. So we're given a certain amount of toys, but, you know, we can say to the authors, you know, here are the boundaries, here is your sandbox, and you need to build your novel within this sandbox. You know, here are your toys, here's your Lego bricks, go and build me a house. And they'll all build a slightly different house. They'll all build something totally different just within the realms of that sandbox. And I think, you know, what Mark was saying is you have to have an author who's really open to that. And the you know, so many of our authors are, you know, they go in and they do their research. We give them rule books, we give them IP guides, we say, oh, hey, go and do all this research. And that's, you know, they're really, really good at doing that, which is a big part of what they do.
Can you hear me?
We can,
Yes,
Angie.
Yay.
There's no horrible noise. Welcome back.
Okay, obviously
Hi.
something died super bad, and I'm sorry that I ruined the stream for everyone, but now I'm back and sorry.
It's not the first time, is it? Don't worry about it. We're used to it. We have the most torrential rain here. I don't know if, Nick, you're copping for this at any moment as well.
Yeah, I've got it,
I'm getting a little bit coming through the sides, but I could always drop my flaps, and that will make it fine and safe.
All four of us are on different compass points of Nottingham. Yes, I'm getting torrential weather here on the northeast side.
Yeah, I'm getting torrential rain here.
On the east
I
side.
give it.
So
Oh dear.
perhaps it's heading west,
It's coming.
where Nick is.
10 minutes
This
for
will be
me.
fun. So our wonderful friend Pantelis, am I pronouncing that right? Has asked us, hello, Aconite, I'd like to hear about the Twilight Imperium novel. Thank you. Well,
Oh yeah, that's why we're here.
Anthony was having such terrible interference on her stream. So I think now is the time to show off what we've got to show.
Okay, I've got it ready. Are we ready?
I've just frozen.
So- In November in the US and in December in the UK and across Europe, The Fractured Void, Tim Pratt, the first Twilight Imperium novel, and that is the cover.
Yeah, that's lovely.
That's
isn't
the
it?
first time anyone anywhere in the world other than us lot have seen it. Cover artist is Scott Schomburg, who is also the artist on the Twilight Imperium games currently. And really rather wonderful. We have a particular ship trying to make its way through a spaceship graveyard. And this is the first of a series of books, as we hinted at somewhat sneakily yesterday. And we know this because the three covers join up to make one picture. Did I say three covers there? Yes, not just two, but three covers we have commissioned. So you can read into that anything you like, really, but it's pretty obvious. Can we find out a little bit more about The Fractured Void and what it's about?
Ooh.
Anyone remember?
I mean, I think like everybody's looking at me here.
Yeah, we are a little bit.
I'm actually going to find the blurb because I actually read so many books. But I have actually done the copy edits on this yesterday. And it's really good. It's really, really fun. I think everybody is going to absolutely love it. I'm super excited about this book. I think Tim has done an amazing job. Sorry.
It's a really gorgeous cover too, and it's one reason that I brought out some of the art books that we've been using as to inspire it. It's this gorgeous multicolored space that I'm really fond of. It's really easy to just have a space opera novel. It's just a black starfield and some planets and stuff, but the kind of colors that Scott's chucked in here are amazing and exactly what we were hoping for. Very different to what we had in mind. As is so often the case, you give it to us, like, you make it kind of colourful. And then he produced this, which is way more colourful than we even thought might be possible. And having had a preview of what the next two look like, it's going to be kind of awesome.
Yeah. So I'm going to use the blurb a little bit here, but so the Fractured Void is the story of Felix Duval and the crew of the Temerius. So they patrol remote Mentak coalition colony system where nothing ever happens. They don't think life is particularly exciting there, but that's where they are for various reasons. And then they answer a distress call from a moon under attack, and that sort of peaceful existence of patrol is kind of torn apart. And when they get there, they rescue a scientist who's called Sales, and who says he is developing this revolutionary technology that can create new wormholes. But he just needs a few things to make it operational. And so he kind of enlists the Tamaris and Felix to kind of help him. But they are then targeted by two rival Black Ops teams, intent on reacquiring Thales for their own good. And Thales himself is a really kind of tricky character. So can Felix trust him? Or is this whole conspiracy about to take the galaxy into kind of more chaos,
more
turmoil, more war? Words this morning. So it's got a really wonderful cast of characters. The two Black Ops teams characters. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything. But they are wonderful characters. Tim's done an amazing job of bringing this world to life. So I'm super excited for this one to come out in November. And I love this cover so much. I think it's absolutely beautiful.
It really is. One of the nice things about working so closely with Fantasy Flight Games for all of this work is that you get access to some things that may not have been seen before. We got to look at a whole bunch of concept art for spaceships that I don't think is out in the public domain. And that was really cool. Some, not just the things that are on the cover for the box, but some of the other hidden stuff behind it. And that was very inspiring and great to see just how much work goes into games like this from a visual point of view, as well as the obviously fiendish mechanics and gameplay. I rather like all that.
And we're able to feed some of that to Tim Pratt, the author, which will then feed into books 2 and beyond, hopefully. Now, obviously, us doing more books set in the Twilight Imperium world will be down to how many folks buy these. But we'd love to keep making them. So I think Angeli's put up some details and links to where to pre-order. As I said, it's out in the US, Canada in November. Ebook available worldwide from that point, and the physical books just take a little while getting across the oceans. So in UK and Europe in December, and with the intention to have them in the various European languages in due course in the spring as well.
It's the perfect Christmas present.
Hey,
so
Grant,
true.
For yourself. And fun.
For yourself.
this year. Here's The Fractured Void by Tim Pratt. Will you read it to me?
That's true. I mean, by Actual Games Expo next year in the flesh, we're going to have so many books. Had we actually launched in May this year, we'd have had 2 books, maybe 4 available at the time. Next year, we're going to have more than a dozen.
You're not going to see us through books. We'll be like, hello, we are behind the book somewhere.
Actually, yeah, we're about to be almost 20 by that point. That's going to be amazing. And you should buy them all, every single one, so that we can make more of them and be happy in general in our lives.
Well,
I
not
think
being pushy or anything, but yes, that would be quite cool.
It does come out with the same time as the expansion as well. So you get the Twilight Imperium 4 expansion in November, and then in the US you can get it.
And Andrew's asked a specific question about this. Too spoilery, perhaps, but really the expansion, action, story, and characters make an appearance. Well, my understanding is that there are hints in the first book and more concrete things in the second book. But the things that are in the expansion are still, in some cases, just hinting at stuff. And so we're continuing the hinting for a while, because there's quite a lot of big revelations and new things. And yes, so but we have been working closely with the game development team. We've been working on the expansion, and there's been a certain amount of to and fro about, yes, you can put that in, but no, you can't put that in, or you can put that in, but this way, but not that way. Show this, but not that. So all of this is hopefully intriguing rather than frustrating. But yes, is the short answer. There are hints and revelations in both the expansion and in the novels.
It's interesting, because that ties into kind of what Andrew was asking before about how much some of the books and the plots in them are driven by the game product or just by the authors. And this has been a case where we've been able to do a little bit of both, get a few hints from the games into it rather than just having fully original stories.
Yeah.
It's been fun. I enjoyed the plotting phase, and the pitching was good for this.
Yeah, some of our series are set in the worlds of. So some of our L5R books don't reference current events, others do. Some are just adventures taking place in a distant land or in a particular city or with particular characters. Same in Arkham. But in other series, I'm thinking particularly of Descent and Twilight Imperium, we work closely with the game developers to tell a very specific story that meets the needs of the games as well as fiction, while still being wholly original, exciting character-driven stories. It depends on which world we're playing with. And the Keyforge stuff, well, it's all new, it's all amazing, and everything that we're showing off with Keyforge is new and seen in public for the first time, but slowly but surely building into this extraordinarily crazy world of the Crucible.
I do know that because I sat through the Reddit. Tim Pratt did a Reddit when we announced the book, which you can probably still find on Reddit. I'm sure that's how it works. I don't know.
It's on the Twilight Imperium group.
Yeah, so if you go onto the Twilight Imperium group, he did Ask Me Anything and answer some questions. But yeah, he is a huge Twilight Imperium fan, so he was very excited to be doing this book, and it has tried to stay true to the feel of the game. But yeah, do go to the Reddit and read those Q&A from him.
Yeah, like a lot of us, he's a long-time gamer. He's been in the sci-fi writing and gaming industry for a good 25 years. He's also heavily involved in regular sci-fi publishing. He's one of the team on Locus magazine and a novelist across space opera down into urban fantasy, more medieval fantasy he's working on. I think he's published by 3 or 4 different publishers, including us, and Angry Robot, that some of us were involved with previous to this. And like a lot of us also, I know because he's got young children, he doesn't game as much as he used to. And I suspect he hasn't had to get a full game of Twilight Imperium more than once or twice in the last few years, just like anyone else. But he's very much like all of us, gamer or lapsed gamer or wannabe gamer, or gamer just pining for the new times.
Oh, so many questions. I will find you the Reddit link. I'll go and find that.
Oh, cool.
How do we decide
which IP you're going to commission, and when and how many at once?
It's a little bit of a stab in the dark, Katie. It's we know approximately how many games our friends at Asmodee have sold, but some of them, they're a bit of a stab in the dark to see if anything bites. So we took our time with Twilight Imperium, for example. We wanted to find the right person to write the books, and we wanted ourselves to understand all the implications of the worlds, because we don't just someone doesn't just lob a box that doesn't say, "Oh, can you just commission a book on that?" We're like, "Yeah, off we go." We take them apart, not so much in terms of the mechanics, but in terms of the worlds. We try and understand what makes the worlds tick. We try and understand the type of stories that happen within them, and then we assess how many stories there might be. We're hoping for a lot of them to have multiple series within them, and indeed Arkham and Legend of the Five Rings, you'll see pretty quickly that there are multiple strands developing within them. But the upshot of all this really is right now, well, we're just launching and we're trying a few things. So there's a few Arkham, a few L5R. Twilight Imperium is a little more niche and a little more of an experiment, so it's one trilogy to start with, and even that, we're calling it a trilogy. It is a series of linked books. Other stuff, looking at, for example, some of the Marvel series that we're planning for later in the year. Each of them is an individual character, but we've agreed with Marvel that we're going to do a certain number of titles. So we're going to pick and choose. Some will go into multiple books, some will be one-offs. Our model very much is actually what me and the team at Black Library did, where you had individual one-off campaign type books or battle books, individual characters, and some of them grew and stuck to the extent that Gaunt's Ghost running for however many books, the Horus Heresy obviously ongoing, though starting its final incredible descent to the most enormous climax. We will see how it goes is the answer. So alas, the summary is length of a piece of string, but a certain amount of experience doing this for the last 25 years and understanding which characters have got stories in.
Yeah, some of it depends a little bit on what the authors pitch to us, what they're interested in and what stories they can come up with, because sometimes we will get, for some of them we've had several really, really good pitches in from different people, and so we end up commissioning several books because we're like, oh, we really love that idea, and we really love that idea, and we really love that idea. So it really, as Mark said, it really depends. It's a kind of a bit of a length of string.
And we have had authors come to us saying, oh, I see this as a trilogy. We've had to ask ourselves a question, okay, are we commissioning this as a trilogy right now? And in some cases, yes, in some cases, no.
And some of it is like, oh, well, could this have a sequel? Could this be part of a loose duo or trio and stuff like that? And some of it is when we get the books in and I read them and I'm like, oh, there's definitely, we could potentially take this further. Yeah, we love this character. We really, really want to see more of this. I really want to see more of this character.
And some, the Daidoji Shin Poison River, which is the Legend of the Five Rings book, about a louche kind of playboy nobleman who discovers an appetite for detection. From day one, we were doing multiple books featuring him because we love him so much. And you don't just get Sherlock Holmes' first case. Of course, there's going to be more of those.
Yeah.
And indeed, thus that has proved to be, and you'll see in due course how those shape out.
Yeah, they're going to be pretty great, I think. I like that we've been able to have the Keyforge anthology, which let us tell, was it 8 different stories set in a fairly mad world? Is it 9?
Yeah.
Might be fun to do more of those. There's so many stories, especially when people pitch multiple great ideas. As you said, sometimes we've got novels, but maybe some ideas are littler. We can use them in different ways.
And there are more anthologies on the way, which we'll be talking about in due course. But, I think also the anthologies, frankly, are a great way of trying out new writers, just as things like Inferno magazine and the short story collections were for Black Library. Some people don't have a novel in them. Some people are very big fans of the game and would like to try the fiction. Others, folks maybe like Katie, who have done amazing fiction in other areas, but fancy having a go at one of these. And sooner or later, there may even be open door kind of stuff.
It's a great way to explore a world that we don't yet have a handle on as well, just to try and just to see how many different angles there are and facets there are to a universe.
Keyforge is a great example of that because for the main game experience, it's a very particular type of battle game, for want of a better, certainly a conflict resolution 2-player game. But there is this entire world behind it that is only now being revealed in dribs and drabs.
It's true. The Crucibles might be like the ultimate science fiction world. It has literally everything in it, so it's an instant win. I don't think we could tell enough stories to explore it. I'm not sure even the Secrets of the Crucible covers a billionth of it. Yeah, it's kind of awesome.
And yet, all the stories have their own style and continuity to some extent. Yeah, they're all plainly from the Crucible, no matter how mad or freaky or wondrous they are.
That's certainly the value of getting a diverse bunch of authors to write these things, though. If you want to write different kinds of stories, whether it's detective fiction or a battle story, and just chuck them all in together, it gives you a nice rounded sense of a world. There's very few worlds are just war. This is Warhammer.
Yeah. That's what I love about the Crucible anthology, is that you get so many different types of stories. we have everything from vault battles to a kind of really slow, sweet kind of exploration of grief, to a librarian who accidentally finds herself being the head of a Brobnar clan, to thieves and
biker giants.
Yeah, it's such a wonderful madcap collection. You've got two students going on a research field trip into Martian territory. You've got Martians attempting to build creatures. It's what I love about it is that we gave the authors a source book and we said, come to us with some ideas. And they came up with all the, and everybody came up with something different, something that suits them, something that is very much sort of tells a story in their style and what they're interested in. And they've all interpreted it in slightly different ways. And it's just this like absolutely gorgeous collection. I had so much fun working on it and working with these authors putting this together.
We've been looking for a decent slogan for Aconite. I have to say, Tales from the Crucible, what are these people on? Is probably not a bad.
That's not bad. It's better than the dead good books.
Imaginations run particularly wild. But as with all of them. I can't wait to see what people think as they read it. Obviously, the folks who've been getting the review copies have been all over it and super keen. It'd be great to see what readers think too.
And if you want to get a first look at some of the characters, you should go to the UK Games Expo Twitch at 6 o'clock tonight. And
6 o'clock tonight, you say?
6 o'clock tonight, yes, where you can watch some of the authors. So we got 5 of the authors from the anthology playing their characters as I take them through Quantum City on a heist, which should be good fun. I'm going to have to try not to kill them because it does happen before the anthology. Too much. Though I have threatened Robbie that his character will be killed because he forgot to tell me that he was playing until yesterday evening.
Authors, just like every gaming group.
He's going to die 2 minutes in then. Oh, that sounds smart. Are people going to be able to download the adventure afterwards as well?
They are,
yes. Aren't we?
Yes. So I still haven't had an answer exactly where it's going to be. I'll find somewhere and let people know. But the adventure that we're running was written by me with the help from Tim Huckleberry, and FFG have approved it, and we've got a really cool PDF. It has all the character sheets in it as well for all of the characters from the anthology, not just the ones playing tonight. And it will be available as a free download for anyone that wants to play it. Yay.
It does look really
it should be on the Foundry, which is the FFG Genesis RPG place to download. But also Drive Through RPG will have it at some point as well. The links will go up as soon as it's available for download. But it should be good fun. It's very pretty. Thank you, Nick, for making it pretty after my attempt.
That's right. I only built on the genius of Fantasy Flight and how they do these things, which is very helpful. Yes, I'm looking forward to watching that. I'm going to be sitting on the floor playing with Lego with that on a laptop.
Yay!
Well, I think it's great. Having said that, we're doing the books based on the games, and we're not a games company. The first thing we do is a role-playing adventure. Don't tell anyone. Leak that under the radar. But hey, anything can happen in the Crucible, as we know.
It's true.
And yeah, check out the online game on the Twitch channel at 6.
Yay! Shall we play some games?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm having to love and leave you. I have to go and buy school shoes with a grumpy team. That's my.
That sounds like it sucks.
But,
dear. Well, I hope the charity shops are good at least.
Thanks, everyone.
Yes.
Have a good time, man.
We've gone very quick.
Wow.
Couldn't get him to sign off that quick in the last show.
This is true. It's
like,
impossible.
1 minute warning. 1 minute warning. 1 minute warning.
I know. I was hugely amused at hearing James cut off partway through a sentence. That made me laugh. That was quite nice to listen to then. So we're going to play Flux, aren't we? On Tabletopia.
I think so. As soon as we worked out how to play that. Lottie, you playing with us?
I'll have a game. I have no idea how
Yay.
I read the instructions of how Tabletopia works. I did not understand any of it. It went in one ear and out the other this morning.
Okay.
In one eye and out the other eye.
We spent nearly 40 minutes figuring out how to stack cards together and flip them back over once you get through the discard pile. So this will be super smooth and fine.
This is how not to play Flux on Tabletopia by the Aconite team.
All right. Well, I have joined you in the Monster Flux.
I see that you are there.
I have also joined. Oh no, wait, no, I haven't. There we go. There we go.
There you go. All right, cool. All right, so are we sharing the Monster Flux screen? I don't know how you do that. It's all Angela.
So yeah, I was
gonna shrug.
When everyone says they're ready, I will then do a share screen so people can watch what we're doing as well. Boom.
Watch how bad we suck at Flux.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I won yesterday.
Only on a technicality of winning.
It was a complete fluke. I was like, oh wait, that one wins.
I just remember having memories last year of you and I, Nick, at Worldcon in Ireland when we were sat on the floor in a corridor just playing Flux at like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, that was good. What were we playing? Star Trek? Were we playing Deep Space Nine Flux? I can't remember what we were playing.
Yeah, it was either Star Trek or DS. I think it was Star Trek Flux, I want to say. But we were just
I can't remember what I brought.
In a convention centre thing, Flux.
That's nice. Well, plus our hideaway game was King Domino, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm playing like King Domino at 2 a.m.
Yeah, when we got overheads of people at Worldcon and we just go and play King Domino. It's an awesome game. I'm sad that it's not on play King Domino, Angeli.
Oh, I think I had it at one point, and then I think last year UK Games Expo gave it away. Maybe
it's not unlike the. I was going to say it's not unlike the inky rails thing you were showing me yesterday in terms of fitting stuff into a space. All right. I'm going to split the screen so I can see you guys as well.
So
mine is still loading, so
that's all right. It takes a moment.
A little bit laggy.
That is cool.
So I'll go first as it's my thing. Everyone's entered the game. So I put it as turn-based, so it will tell you when it's your game. You'll go.
Cool. Yeah.
So I'll go yellow. So yellow one will be me. Well, actually, I'm blue. Yeah, actually, I'll go with the blue because I've got a blue hand. Maybe.
Yes. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, and I've got a red hand, so I'll go with yellow. I mean red. Yeah.
Yep. So this is me. So in order to pick up, so basic rules at the moment: draw one, play one. So
I'll double click so that comes up.
You have to right click, and then select draw, and draw 3. Don't look at this. Oh no, you're going to be able to see all of mine because it's on the screen. Don't look at the screen.
I'm going to win. I'm so pleased. That's great. All right, I'm gonna draw my 3 cards and stick them in my hand.
There you go. Look, hide the hand.
Got mine.
Wait, hang on, wait.
So if you right click on the deck, you'll get like a whirly wheel pops up.
Draw 3, yeah.
Yep. Do that just to start off, and then we're on to the main rules of draw one, play one as usual.
Okay.
Oh man, I don't want everyone to see my cards.
well, that's okay. We can't see them because I'm looking.
I'm looking at my screen, so don't worry.
I'm saying I'm looking at my screen, but occasionally I'll look at the stream to see how I can win.
Yeah.
I can't pretend.
I suppose.
I just wonder. I don't know if people who are watching might have played Flux before.
I forgot to end my turn.
Oh yeah,
I forgot to end my turn.
Game.
Everyone end their turns because I forgot to press end turn before you will grab your stuff. So everyone end turn and it will go back to me for the next. I just should have done that, but I'm sorry.
That's cool.
How do I do that?
When you do
above your avatar, it will just say end turn. You just click end turn. Brilliant.
Oh, mine doesn't say that. It just says set status.
Yes, because it's not your turn. When it's your turn, you'll get that, and that is all right. Right, I'm going to play I'm going to play a new
So
rule.
I didn't play. I just realised I didn't play anything.
Well, I don't think there's a way to go back. So well played.
Okay.
New rule: draw 3, replace the draw card. If I just play this, draw extra cards needed to reach 3 cards drawn. But so I will draw 2 more cards in order to get that. I don't know if other people have actually played Flux before, but the reason we like it, particularly me, Lottie, and Mark, Angeli's newer to it, is this the absolute carnage. It's a Looney Labs game where the rules change constantly, and what we're trying to do is achieve a goal, and our goals are collections of 2 keepers, which are cards that we'll eventually lay down in front of us.
It's
So the
draw
goals
3,
can change all
right?
the time. Yes, it is draw 3. Draw 3, play 1 at the moment. And it starts slow,
Okay,
but it goes
so
up.
I will play. How do I play a card?
So if you click on the card in your hand, and then you can drag it to wherever you need to play it, so you can drag it to the goal,
Right.
or to the we got a goal, or
Yeah, I'm gonna play new goal, which is the Castle Laboratory.
Ooh, what do you need? What do you need for that? 'Cause it's quite hard to see from here. If you double click on it, it might pop up to fill the screen.
You need the laboratory and the castle.
Great, I don't have any of those things. That's excellent news.
Right, how do I end my turn?
Above your little
there we
avatar
go.
on the left. Yeah, cool.
The big button
Excellent.
that says end turn.
Yeah, but it took us 5 minutes to find it yesterday. We did so badly at all of these things yesterday.
Yep.
Made a
Okay,
real hash of
oh no, I
everything.
need to draw before I play anything. Oh no, I played it.
Yep.
Oh, I'll come back into my hand. Oh, I'm so just super not great at this.
Getting used to playing it online is so different to playing it in the flesh. I haven't done much online gaming.
I'm going to play that.
You just put it
the
in
laboratory.
mine. In my goal.
Oh yes, I did because I forgot what colour I am.
Phenomenal. Right, well, I'm going to draw 3 and let you just make
I'm going to
ruin
steal
everything.
it. There we go.
All right. Draw 3. Okay. New rule. Play 3. So draw 3, play 3. So I need to play 2 more. What the hell is that? What have you just laid down, Angeli? What is that? Is that
My
a laboratory? Well, in that case, we definitely need a new goal. So a new goal. Oh no, I've not placed it in the right place. There we go. New goal: werewolf hunting. Angry mob of villagers and the werewolf is what's required to win. And then I'm going to play another goal. Not that one.
Remember,
the
if you
ghost
hover
and
over it, it will put it like neatly on top.
that's true. Let me try and get that. Let me try and get that one back on. Oh yeah.
You have to discard the old goals.
Oh yeah, shit. We are supposed to, aren't we? Yep. You're right.
We didn't do that yet.
I was hoping. No, we made a mess literally of everything, every single thing, and I'm remembering how to play it badly, not how to play it well. I am going to play the action destroy all monsters. It means all monster keepers in play are immediately discarded. Your keepers that are monster keepers are marked with an eyeball. So if you got one of those, you've now got to burn it. I'm sorry. Wait, where's? I think I've just dropped a card somewhere.
I think you did. It's over here.
I can't see it. It's behind all my other cards.
Yeah, I also dropped.
Oh
you
no!
can move it. That goal's mine. The goal is my one. I dropped my goal.
Oh right, okay.
You dropped the action card.
I don't know how.
You just got another goal.
I wonder how many rules we can have because it only gives us 2 slots for rules.
No, it's all right. Doesn't worry about that. I can't find any of my cards that are just hidden.
Okay, right. I'll move them for you. Here is one. Why?
What's happening?
Oh, if you go on your little avatar and you click the 5 or whatever, how many cards you have in your hand, the 1, it will hide your cards.
Right.
Off the screen.
I don't know where the other cards are gone now. I think I've only got one now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not.
If you left click and drag the mouse, you'll drag the camera so you can find them all.
Oh, I see.
And then you should be able to put them all in. You just dropped them all.
I know. Right, let me grab them all. Hey, well, that was good, wasn't it? So I think that's my turn.
Woo!
Ah, that went so badly. I'm definitely not going to win this. I just want to advertise that in advance so that I don't feel so horrified when it happens.
All right, so I shall play Keeper the Mummy, which I'm hoping of. And I shall play Keeper the Skeleton.
Nice.
And I shall play New Goal. I'm going to get rid of that one. And we're going to have Rest in Peace, which is the tombstone in either the ghost or the skeleton.
Okay, cool. Good work.
And that will be my turn.
Nice one. You're the first person not to screw something up. Well played. That alone wins you extra points, I think. I don't know if we've got a way of allocating random points in a game that doesn't have points, but we should.
Oh, I've got to move that one off, haven't I? Take that one off. I didn't draw anything. Oh, fuck it. I mean, damn. Try that again.
What are we on? Are we on draw 3, play 3 at the moment? Is that right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm definitely. No, what's going on? Yesterday, Nick drew 24. He was meant to draw 1.
I'm worse, then drop them, and we couldn't figure out how to stack them. It took us a good reading of FAQs to sort anything out. Making such a mess.
New rule.
Okay. Just add it to the heap. Just add it, put it next to it, otherwise so we can see it.
Oh,
What's the new rule?
I'm just trying to click on it to see it. It's not letting me click on it.
Let me drag it out of the way. I got it. Which one was it? The one in the middle?
This one, new rule. 4, hand limit 4. You only
Okay,
have
cool.
4 cards.
Draw
But I
3,
can still-
play 3. Yeah, keep only 4. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so hang on. Do I have to discard one now?
Yes.
I'm going to play...
How do I do? Do I just drag it to the discard pile?
Yeah. And if you wait till it goes orange, it drops it neatly. If you
I'm
don't,
going to play
I'll just
Steal
clean
a
up.
Keeper, and I'm going to steal Lottie's skeleton.
What the fuck?
Then I'm
Outrageous.
going to... I know. And then I'm going to discard to get my 4. Ooh, let me discard it. I'm on.
If you just drop it, I'll stick it in the pile in a minute.
It was so close. And this one. And that's my go.
Cool. All right, draw 3, eh? So the more cards we have to draw, the less likely it is that I'll draw 24. This is very good news. I'm gonna play the action jackpot. Draw 3 extra cards, which I'll have to get rid of almost immediately. Draw 3, cool. I'm gonna play my keeper, lab assistant, so I don't lose him. What is that? A new rule, a no play bonus. If you've got no cards at the start of the round, then you get to draw an extra card, and then I get to ditch most of these cards. So, I can select multiple cards, can't I? I just dumped one on the table, haven't I?
You have
indeed. Excellent. Why don't you just go over there? I don't know. I'll tie that up in a minute. I'll ditch that one. And I'll end my turn and then tidy up my discard pile.
All right, so it's draw 3, play 3, hand limit 4, yes?
That's right.
I don't know what the 4th rule is. I can't remember.
If you double click on it, it'll show you what it is.
Oh, it's the no card bonus, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will play Keeper the Teenage Detectives. I will play new rule Keeper Limit 2. I can't see what other keepers have people got.
I've got lab assistant.
I've got laboratory and skeleton.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I'm fucking with it.
And I will play action trash a keeper, so I can get rid of somebody's keeper. So Angeli can lose the laboratory.
You bum. I feel like someone's cheating. You like
I'm very mean. And that will be my turn.
Nice one. That's some good quality action.
Okay. Draw. Wait, how many are we drawing? 3 still. Play 3. Must have 4.
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
And have no more than 2 keepers.
Okay. Gonna play my keeper. New rule. Draw 5.
Yay.
I'll
So
take
that
another one
supersedes. Yep, that supersedes draw 3, so I'll ditch that for you.
Okay, so I'll draw one more now. And my third one to play will be this one. Play all. Play all your cards.
Yay! Excellent. That's absolutely my favorite card.
New goal. But ignore it because there's a new goal. But ignore it, there's a new goal. Random
this
pack. Take a card at random from the hand of each player.
Ooh.
I think I can. If I press
figure-
here, I don't know if we figured out how to do it. Oh, I think it's from here, isn't it? Yeah, I think I just take one randomly from here. Take
okay,
one,
that makes sense.
and I pull that into my deck, and that's mine, so I don't take that one. Take one from you, and I put that randomly into my deck, and then I got to play all.
What's interesting is that didn't take a card from my hand. That's
No,
just
it
some other
didn't.
card.
Well, I don't know.
All right.
Action, random. That was that one.
Oh, you see, if
And
you
then-
right click on, I think on people, it says maybe take 2.
Mine just
So
says.
if you
pick
right
these
click
up.
on people's decks.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
Oh.
How intriguing. Okay, well, no worries. All right, well, we'll pretend that worked.
Yeah. So new goal, the mummy. Then new rule: play all but one, and I'll keep this one in my hand. There we go.
All right.
So what we on? Draw 5, play all but 1.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But I only have 4. I only have 4 in your hand at any one time. End turn.
Oh yeah, in turn.
All right. Let's get myself a nice fat number of cards. Draw 5. Sweet Jesus. I'm gonna have myself a keeper. That's 1. What is the current goal? Tombstone and the mummy, eh? No, that's not helping.
I don't think that's the mummy. I'm dead, isn't it?
Sorry?
Oh, it's the mummy. The mummy is the mummy.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
I've got
No,
the mummy,
that's all
I
right.
think.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll play the action exchange keepers. I will have your mummy. Oh no, I've got 2 selected. That's weird. How do I do that? Oh, there we go. I'll swap that, and you can have the moon. Everyone likes a moon. That's 2 of my cards. New keeper limit of 4. Where's that keeper limit gone? There, that one's dead. I got to play 1. Oh, I've got to play all but 1, haven't I? Oh god. All right, I lost track of that. So new goal, which is going to get lost in a moment. New goal, the Frankenstein and the Mad Scientist. New rule, play 4. So that replaces play all but 1. And that means I've now played 4, and I don't need to get rid of any more cards.
Hooray!
All right, cool. That's the end of my go.
Cool. I accidentally drew my cards earlier, so I will, so I will just do that now.
That's all
So
right.
wait, play all but one, isn't it?
No, it's play 4 now.
Play
It's
4.
draw 5, play 4.
Okay.
Okay, put them in the right order.
We can have keepers of 4 now, right?
Yep, that's right.
So I will have keeper the Wolfman, which I hope has
Ooh.
gone down properly. Yes.
Yep.
And I will have keeper zombies.
Ooh.
We'll have new goal. No, wait, I don't want to do that. Don't do that. New goal. It's just Mr. Withers in a scary mask, which is teenagers in Frankenstein's monster. We'll have new goal, Dracula's castle, which is Dracula and the castle. We'll have new goal, which is mob of teenagers, which is teenagers and an angry mob.
What's happening?
And then we'll have action rules reset. So
I got it. No.
No more other rules. All back to draw 1, play 1, and thus my turn ends.
All right, nice one. I'll tidy up the discard pile. Don't worry.
Ta-da!
Ooh, my turn. Oh, come on. There we go. So it's just draw 1, play 1.
Yep.
Woo! So new rule, play 2. So I will play my. Oh no, I can't play my other keeper. So I just put this on here.
Yeah, I'm trying.
There's no keeper limit now, so.
Oh, I thought there was.
Not anymore.
Okay,
The rule's gone.
The rule's gone.
Yep.
So there is a keeper limit.
So there's no keeper limit.
No keeper limit at all now.
Oh, so I can put that there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's me. No card. Smith.
That's cool. There's a card stuck at the top here that I can't select to move onto or off the discard pile. If someone else wants to have a go at that, that would be cool.
Oh no, I can't either. Oh, there.
Draw 1. Draw 1, play 2. What is our current goal? I've lost track of it. Mob of teenagers. Play 2. Draw. Play 2. Right, action. I'm going to play an action. Monster Mash. This, I'm not quite sure how we're going to do this. Gather up all the keepers on the table, shuffle them together, and deal them back out to all players, starting with yourself.
Okay, so I guess we just make a pile and then we should be able to shuffle them.
Yeah, so if I grab these 4 and move them. Wait, he's not a monster, is he? You don't have any monster keepers.
Me?
Yeah,
there's 2
ones with the eyeball. Oh, can you? I can't see them from here. So I'll grab that.
Yeah, I have the 2 at the bottom of mine are.
Oh, okay, I got them.
That's one.
Come on, get on the fucking pile.
There's 2 there as well, yeah.
Thank you. I got those. Flip those over. Shuffle them. So 1 goes to me. 1 goes to you. 1 goes to you. 1 goes to me. And then 1 goes to you. Okay.
Oh man.
I hope they're good. That was one of my moves. And I've still got to play another one, haven't I? So I will play my final keeper, which is Mad Scientist. All right, end of my go.
Just draw 1, play 2, yes?
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to play action. Let's do that again. So I get to look through the discard pile. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the discard pile and choose an action that I want.
Oh, yeah, that was hell yesterday.
Okay, but I know which action I want. So can I just tell you which one I want? Because I know we've played it. So
unless you... Yeah, go for it.
I want to do exchange keepers.
What? Sure. Yep, that seems like the easiest way to do this.
Yeah, so I'm going to swap the Wolfman for the skeleton. And then I'm going to play new goal, Howl at the Moon, which is Wolfman and the Moon. And I have both of those.
Oh no! I knew you'd win this damn game. Oh, very well played.
So I don't know how we do the winner thing.
You just take satisfaction in knowing that you've won. I don't know if there's a way to mark yourself as the winner or not. Maybe there is. I don't know. Congratulations. You has done a win.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you won?
Yeah.
Ah.
Didn't even realise. Fancy another game? Fancy another game of that? I quite like that. Once I got used to what we're doing. So does that button open?
Yeah, that should be fine. We're going to have to finish like 1:45 because I have an interview with David Geimer at.
That's absolutely fine, dude.
Yes.
All right.
Cool.
How do we start another game? How do we start a new game of it?
Let me...
Do we have to leave the seats and go back in?
No, I'm just restarting it. So.
Ah, cool.
Give it a second and it'll do its thing.
Magical. I like this now that we figured out what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm really sad that we didn't know that this existed. Like at the beginning of lockdown, because we could have done our Friday lunchtimes playing games.
Yes, you're right. We could, and that was very stupid.
Do.
Oh
But
man.
from now on, we can. Cool. Turn-based. Oh no.
Aha, turn-based clockwise. Strict. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to change it from. Yeah, we go. It gives you a timer if you do the strict one, so you have to make all of your decisions in like a minute.
I don't need that kind of stress. That sounds awful.
Nick doesn't seem to be appearing on my screen.
We can see you on ours. Yeah, you seem to be there and active. Maybe just refresh your window.
Or I can try restarting again.
I can see a red hand, but I can't.
Or maybe
see
try if you roll your mouse thing, it will zoom in and out. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe just zoomed miles out.
No, I can't see him.
If you reload your browser window, does that do anything?
Give it a try.
Well, we can see that you're offline now, so that's a start. That's definitely did something. Apparently, we're not going to get rain here at all this afternoon. It's all you guys. Nothing for me. Just beautiful blue skies.
Well, it's not raining now here. It's bluish skies.
Hello, Lottie. Can you see it now? It says you've entered the game.
I can, yes.
Woo.
Alrighty. Who goes first? Does it matter, or is it just
Me.
done randomly? Right.
I'm the leader. It's my move.
Fine, whatever.
4, 3. Don't look at my cards, cheaters.
Oh yeah, we all get to draw 3, don't we? We all need to do that
Yeah.
before we can begin the game. Ooh, a nice collection of cards.
So yeah, everyone draw 3.
Yep, got mine.
Well, my new rule is I draw 3, so I always draw 3 more.
I like how the carnage begins so quickly.
Our goal is cereal mascots. Any 2.
What's that? Frankenstein, Dracula, and the Wolfman.
Yep. So Frankenstein's monster, the vampire, or the ghost. You can have any 2 of them.
Ah, ghost. Okay. Cool.
Right.
Is that the end of your turn? All right. Let's draw 3. Right. All right, I'm going to play one of my keepers. What am I doing? We're playing 1, aren't we? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's my go. That was easy.
Whee!
Right, it's draw 3. New rule: play all but one.
Yay!
Because I have to play another one, I shall play action. Let's do that again. So let's search the discard pile, but there are no actions, so that will be it.
Yay! The perfect hand.
So yeah, that's me.
Cool.
End of my turn.
Draw 3. Play all and then play all but one. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Like everything, cause carnage.
Yeah. New goal. We're in the door. Bigfoot and the scary door. New goal. Transform into a bat. Okay. New rule. Oh no! Why did I put it? I didn't mean to put it down. New rule: 2 goals may be played.
Dual goal. Cool.
Double agenda. Let me try and pick this up and put this in the right place. There we go. Oh. Right. Well, this one says exchange keepers. So I don't have a keeper, but it says.
Okay, so you can't do anything then. That's fine.
Yeah. But I'll just play that because why not? Then I shall. All players must pass their hands to the player next to them. I decide the way. Nick, you're coming towards me. I want your hand.
Alrighty.
How do we do this?
I don't know. I think if we put them down, flipped.
Yeah, so if you flip them all over first and then put them down, that might make sense.
So if I put mine here, that's Nick's. That's, I guess, now your hand.
Well, I haven't put mine down yet.
So
I'm just trying to get them.
Ooh. Trying to move mine to Lottie. So there's 1. And there's 2 for Lottie.
And you want my hand, don't you? You fool.
Yes.
There you go. I'm dropping mine.
That one there is for you, Nick.
Awesome. Thank you.
How do I select all again? Is it shift?
Yeah, shift and draw a box around it. Oh, I got 1 card. What a great hand. What the hell is this? Yeah, Lottie, if you hold down the shift key and like draw a box around it with your mouse, you can then pick them all up together.
How do I pick them up?
Just click on them and hold down with your left mouse key and then drag them towards you. And at some point, the bottom of your screen will flash a color, and at that point, you can drop them into your hand. Cool.
There we go. Right, and it's still my go, isn't it? We've still got to
somehow,
play all
yes.
but one. We've got to play all but one. Okay. New goal: Dracula's castle. Get Dracula and the castle.
Ooh, cool. So two possible goals. Exciting. 2 of which
Play the
involve Dracula.
keeper.
No, ghosty ghost.
Okay, I'm gonna new rule: monster bonus. Draw an extra card if you have a monster on the table. I have a monster on the table. I'm gonna draw another card.
I think you draw and play an extra card, don't you?
Oh well, I've got to play all but one. So do I just play
fair
all?
Yes, you will in that case play all. Yeah.
Okay. New goal, which takes over the Dracula one.
Which one? They both got Dracula.
Yeah, transform into a bat will now be kill the monster.
Which is angry mob villagers and the Franken monster.
And there you can. New rule: you can have 3 cards in your hand. And then new rule: You can get rid of goals if you have them in your hand.
Oh, and is that a goal mill where you can draw a card for every goal that you discard?
Yeah, discard as many goal cards as you choose and draw that many cards back. And that's me. No cards again.
Wow. Okay, so just to be clear, I'm drawing how many cards? Is it just one? Oh no, we got to draw 3, haven't we? Draw 3. Yeah, got it.
Yep, draw 3.
Draw 3. All right. Play all but
Draw 3. Play all but 1. Hand limit 3.
Excellent.
No, not hand limit 1. Hand limit 3. Sorry.
All right, I'm going to play Zapper card, which means I can grab any card in play and add it to my card. So I'm going to nick your keeper. And just dump it somewhere, obviously. I will then play that keeper because I've got to play everything. And discard my entire hand and draw as many cards as I discarded, which is going to be only another 2 cards. Come on. That's not in the right place, is it? So I'll draw another 2, and then I've still got to play these as well, haven't I? So I'll play my keeper, the skeleton, and a new rule: hand limit 2 replaces any previous hand limit. Do we have a hand limit?
Yeah, hand limit 3. Yeah.
Got it. All right. Someone else go.
Draw 3. Play all but 1. Hand limit 3. Right. Hand limit 2. Right, okay.
Something definitely like that.
No, I don't want to do that. Okay. So I'm going to play new rule, play all.
Cool.
So get rid of play all but 1. Play all now. And I can't tidy up the discard pile. There we go. And then new rule, hand limit 1. So if somehow you have, and then we'll have a new goal, rest in peace, which can get rid of the Frankenstein's monster one, which is the tombstone and the skeleton or the ghost, I think. And then new keeper, I will play keeper spooky door and keeper the mad scientist.
Cool.
Right.
And that will end my turn.
So my goal is to just right. Okay, 3. Still 3. Still 3.
Yeah.
Draw 3. Still draw 3.
But I only have 1, but play them all. So I drew 4. So that's great.
Close enough. Close enough, I would say.
Pretty close. Play all. Okay, look, I'll play this one. It says draw 4.
Cool.
So that counts for I already drew 4. So I don't have to draw another one.
That definitely makes a kind of sense.
Then, yikes! It's a ghost. To remove this one.
Oh, in that case, I've just won.
Oh no!
Yay! In your face.
That's it.
That's the very best of luck.
Things with the. I forgot about the goal meal.
Hooray! This is how I usually win Flux, by someone else giving it to me, which is really helpful. Oh, that's all right. Very good.
Yes. Right. Well, maybe we should be off because that means I can actually have 20 minutes to eat some food.
Sure, that makes sense. Yeah. You should get a chance to chill out a little bit. How do we? If I leave my seat, that abandons that, doesn't it? That's cool.
I can just finish.
Cool. Oh, determine winner. Yeah, super winners. Does that keep some kind of track of how awesome we are?
I don't know. Oh no, wait, I didn't win. Both you two won. I lost equally times.
Victory. This is all good. I'm happy about that outcome. I feel good about it. That's cool. Oh, that was fun. Thank you for facilitating, Andy.
All right.
I've decided we're going to play that or something else tomorrow. We did have
Railroad Ink again. We could try and play.
We can give that a whirl until people want to kill it.
But if you're watching this and you're at the UK Games Expo, make sure you register on the UK Games Expo because you get 7 days of the premium edition for free when you register, which is why we're playing all the fun stuff. And there's like 62 pages of games that you can play either as solo plays, online with strangers, or online with friends. So do register and check that out. Cool.
Chance to make as Games Expo should be.
Cool. Well, thank you everyone for coming along, hanging out with us, finding out about Twilight Imperium cover, which I will now announce on the Twitter as well for people. Yes. Yay! The Games Expo.
I might even add it to the website at some point. That's a good idea.
Oh, how exciting. Wait, now. Go on Monday.
That's all right.
Obviously, have a lovely day tomorrow because you are out and about doing cool things. But Nick, I shall see you for lunchtime games tomorrow.
For sure, and I'll be spying on you doing stuff this afternoon. So I make that I don't understand what's happening, that sort of thing.
Yep. Cool. Right.
That's all good.
See you later.
Bye.
See you later, gang.